It's time now for a look latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Board of Education's East Bloss vote is taking place for the next 3 weeks up until March the 17th, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Hall Richardson Recreation Center, which is located at 660 North 4th Street in Jesup. On Monday, 49 Wayne County voters cast their ballot. There will be 2 Saturdays of early voting from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's this Saturday, March the 4th, and next Saturday, March the 11th. Election date is Tuesday, March the 21st. On Election Day, all county precincts will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If passed, East Bloss projected to raise $30 million over a 5-year period. Top 2 projects for the school system, the building of an ROTC facility and the building of a new agricultural center. Superintendent Board will have say on how other monies are spent. Once again, early voting has begun. It runs today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., runs all this week. And for the next 2 weeks, again, 3 weeks of early voting on the proposed 1-cent penny for education known as the East Bloss. Wayne County Board of Education meets tonight at 6 p.m. They'll discuss the East Bloss. That's on the agenda. Also on the agenda, resolutions and recognitions, Good as Gold program recognition. Dr. Burgess recognized the Good as Gold recipients from Arthur Williams and Martha Puckett Middle Schools. Mrs. Wendy Dolan will be recognized as recipient of the VFW Citizenship Education Teacher of the Year. Also on the agenda, the financial report for January 2023. Budget discussions for fiscal year 24. Also, they're going to discuss the student dress code, capital outlay project update, COVID update, all that on the agenda today at 6 p.m. And the meeting today at 6 p.m., their monthly board meeting at the Tech Center. County Commissioners met twice yesterday. We'll come back, take a look at those meetings right after this word from our sponsor. Other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. The Wayne County Commissioners met twice and called meetings Monday, the first at 9 a.m. with Sheriff Chuck Mosley, who was on hand with a proposal on health care service for the medical care at the jail. Mosley explained that the existing company had raised their fee from $273,740 to an estimated $583,370, so the sheriff has been negotiating a new contract. Sheriff presented his proposal with the company in Waycross called Faith Family Practice. Their negotiated fee, $200,000 per year. Commissioners voted unanimously Monday morning to agree with the sheriff's recommendation. Second meeting took place at 12 noon as commissioners met with the Altamar River Leisure and Services Authority. The meeting was just for information purposes only. No decisions were made at the meeting. The authority is made up of 7 people. Mickey Thomaston is the chairman, Larry Brantley, vice chairman. Other members, Alan Volsky, the treasurer, Lindsey Thomas, Doug Lewis, Jason Powell, Robert Arnold, Janet Royal, the secretary. Authority has already secured some state money and has done several improvements with the hope of doing more at the landing and making the Altamar River a place to promote ecotourism and use the beauty of the river and all the nature to drive people to visit Wayne County. Here was Chairman Mickey Thompson addressing the commission Monday afternoon.
We got some state pass-through monies. There's some misconceptions that this came from DNR. It did not, and I want to clear that up because it didn't. This was put in by our senator to give to the landing authority to do with what they saw fit, make improvements. For us as a committee or as an authority, we want to use that as matching funds. So your grants that you apply for with the state, that can be anywhere from $200,000 up into the $3 or $4 million range, because there's like 4 to 5 different various types of grants. Your matching is going to be anywhere from 20 all the way up to 50 on some of them. So if you don't have the match, you can't go for the money. So we'll be losing that, depending, for every 100,000, we'll be losing 20,000. So one of the projects we want to do is like a $3 to $4 million project. So you can do the math on what we'd be losing if we don't go the grant route and try to build something else.
And how much was that?
Hold on one second.
With the match, would that include in kind?
It can, absolutely. If we're smart, it actually includes a lot of things.
That's what I was going to say.
It was a $500,000 the first year and a $250,000 the second, for a total of $750,000. And we still have a chunk of that money. So this is always spent. So we've still got money.
So are we still applying for grants?
Yes, we just did apply for a GOSA grant. We were turned down. The next grant will come up in 3 to 4 months, and then I think there's another one coming up in the fall. Now these are all state grants. That's not to say there's not other ones out.
Now, because you all are an authority, the grants you apply for, whatever grants we have at the county has no effect on you all.
No, well, it should be.
Because we can only get so many a year, one a year, whatever.
That's right. We would be able to get an additional because we're a separate entity. Actually, we lost money one year because she put us in with Wayne County instead of as an authority, which, that's fine, I didn't argue with it. But, so what we'll do is we'll go back to this GOSA committee, because this is the big one, and we'll sit down with them and we'll get feedback on where we need to improve.
I want to get those comments that Mickey Thompson, again, she's the chairman of this commission. Lindsey Thomas also on the commission. He and the authority with a vision of turning the landing in the river is a tourism benefit for the county, but he states he needs help. Here's Lindsey Thomas addressing the board.
And I don't know much, but I know one thing about how policy in this country is made. If you do not have a constituency, and that means people who know it, that are interested in it, and committed to the subject, you can forget it. You can call off the dogs and go home. By bringing people here and seeing this river, what do we do every year with the Day for Wayne? We go to the Omaha River. We have the hog jams, we have the fishing tournaments. People come here to this. It is what people in most parts of the country would give their IT for. It is a perfect ecotourism attraction. And what is ecotourism? It's what you have that's natural, that you don't build. It's not Ferris wheels, it's not rides, it's not man-made attractions. You're merely making accessible so that people can come, understand, enjoy, and appreciate the natural resource that you've inherited. Ecotourism is the cleanest money you can put your hands on. Tourism money is good and clean. But ecotourism, it just means all you've done is make the place accessible. We sit halfway between, and I drove through it this morning, something I had a tremendous involvement in, the 30,000-acre federal wildlife refuge on the Savannah River. And I could write books about my experiences with it. On the other side is the Oak Swamp. Highway 84 connects the two, and in each one of those places, there's a sign saying, go visit Savannah Wildlife Refuge or go to an oak. We're sitting dead center in the middle. Can you imagine what an interpretive educational and natural center here where people come and understand the importance of that river. Do the bird walks. Do the walks around and see the vegetation. Understand, because we've had these people to come and talk to us over the course of this time. Environmentalists, not necessarily just with that term, forget that in a minute, biologists and naturalists who have come to study the incredible diversity right there at that landing and the amounts of everything from aphids, from bullfrogs to lizards. The store of information about what is there and what is obtainable to be learned about is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, those comments yesterday, Lindsey Thomas, again, at the county commissioner meeting. The authority's next phase, this is educational signage for the boardwalk and pavilions. Also, they will connect the boardwalk to the existing additional boardwalk, a nature center, a new bait shop, kayak launch site, additional yurts. Once again, the authority meets the fourth Thursday of every month at 4:30 at the Chamber of Commerce office. And they were on hand yesterday at the county commissioners meeting to express how important it is to have all government agencies on board with their vision of expanding the landing and to use nature and the beauty of the Omaha River to attract ecotourism to Wayne County. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in news in Atlanta, a bill that would prevent Georgia cities and counties from banning gas-powered leaf blowers passed the Senate on Monday with bipartisan support after the proposal was amended. Prior to the 37-16 vote, the bill's lead sponsor, Senator Sean Steele of Johns Creek, said the bill was needed to protect gas-powered blowers because battery-powered electric blowers do not last long enough to meet the needs of landscape professionals and residents. Also pushed back on criticism that State Bill 145 would preempt local control, saying schools, hospitals, and businesses and homeowners associations would still be free to choose gas or battery-powered blowers. He says what the bill does is prevent entire cities and counties from banning the gas-powered units because the technology between gas and electric are not equal. This bill gives local control to each individual homeowner to decide what they're going to do in their own yard. One senator who voted against the bill, Senator Elena Parrott of Atlanta, says there are harmful air impacts and harmful noise impacts from the gas-powered leaf blowers. Once again, the bill passed the Senate yesterday by a vote of 37-16. Chamber of Commerce gearing up for their 14th annual Taste of Wayne. It's going to be a night at the races taking place at the Coastal Pies Technical College, 1777 West Cherry Street. Tickets are on sale, $50 for members, $75 for guests. Everyone's invited. The date, once again, Thursday, April 13th. And the Wayne County Board of Tourism gearing up for their paddle down the Altamar River. The Altamar River run set for Saturday, March 25th. This year's paddle gets underway that morning at 8:30 a.m. at Upper County Landing. Paddlers have a choice of 2 takeout points. There's an 11-mile paddle that takes out at Pig Farm Oglethorpe Landing. 16-mile paddle takes out at J.C. Landing. Those taking out at the J.C. Landing can also enjoy the Dogwood Festival that day. Registration is $10 per paddler. Children 10 under paddle for free with a registered adult. Altamar River Expeditions has canoe and kayak rentals for $45 each. Contact them at 912-294-3604. Shuttles available from the takeout points, with a shuttle leaving J.C. Landing at 8 a.m., Oglethorpe Landing at 8:15 a.m. Registration forms available at the Jesup Train Depot or online at the Tourism Board website, WayneTourism.com. Again, they state there's no online registration this year. Bring your hats, sunscreen, snack lunch, and enjoy the spring beauty of the Altamar River. Once again, the Altamar River run set for Saturday, March the 25th. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.